The thing in the reflection. When Sarah inherited her grandmother's farmhouse, she expected dust, old quilts, and the smell of mothballs, not silence that felt alive. The house was miles from the nearest neighbor, surrounded by twisted trees and the whisper of wind through dry leaves. It was supposed to be peaceful, a place to start over after her breakup and the chaos of the city. But from the first night, something felt off. She noticed it first in the upstairs hallway, a tall antique mirror, draped with a heavy white sheet. There was a note pinned to the wall beside it, written in her grandmother's shaky hand. "Do not look after midnight." It remembers faces. Sarah laughed. Her grandmother had always been dramatic, talking about family curses, house spirits, and mirrors as thin places. She ignored the note and went about unpacking. That night, around 11:30, she walked past the covered mirror on her way to bed. The fabric shifted slightly, though there was no draft. She froze. The house was still. Too still. She reached out, gripping the edge of the sheet, and pulled it away. The mirror was beautiful, in a way, tall and ornate, its edges carved with ivy and serpents, but the glass wasn't clear. It was thick, like looking through smoke. She saw her own shape, blurry, delayed. When she raised her hand, the reflection hesitated before following. A trick of old glass, she thought. At 12:03, she couldn't sleep. The house creaked and whispered around her. She found herself standing in front of the mirror again, drawn to it. Her reflection seemed clearer this time, almost too clear. Her features sharp, eyes dark and wet. Then it smiled. She didn't. Her breath caught. The reflection's head tilted slowly to the left. She raised her hand, but the reflection didn't move. Instead, it pressed its palm to the inside of the glass. The surface rippled like water touched by wind. Then it spoke. Its voice came not from the mirror, but from behind her. "Finally." "You looked long enough." Sarah spun around. Nothing. Just the dark hall and the whisper of the trees outside. When she turned back, the reflection was gone. The mirror showed only her empty hallway. She went to bed, convincing herself it was exhaustion, a trick of her mind. The next morning she noticed fingerprints on the inside of the mirror, smudged handprints, too large to be hers. She tried to cover it again, but the sheet wouldn't stay in place. No matter how tightly she tucked it, it slipped off by morning. On the third night, Sarah woke to the sound of footsteps on the hardwood floor. Slow, bare, coming from the hallway. She froze, staring at her bedroom door. The footsteps stopped right outside. Silence. Then a voice, faint, muffled, from behind the door. "You shouldn't have looked." She grabbed her phone, but the screen was black, unresponsive. Every light in the house went out. The darkness felt thick. She could hear breathing now, low, rasping, just on the other side of the door. And then the mirror began to hum. By morning, she was gone. The police found her phone in the hallway, recording. The last video showed her reflection standing behind her, smiling, even as she turned the camera to face the empty space. The farmhouse sits empty again now. The mirror still hangs in the hall, uncovered. Sometimes, when the moon is high and the air is still, neighbors say they see a woman's face in the window, not moving, not blinking, just watching, waiting for someone else to look long enough. The thing in the reflection. When Sarah inherited her grandmother's farmhouse, she expected dust, old